I once had a client that would message me all throughout the day, not only on my personal cell phone, but also in our coaching app and on Instagram, always requesting new changes to their training program or requesting additional edits to their nutrition plan. And although I did every single request in 5-star fashion, it felt like my clients were taking up my entire life. The purpose of entrepreneurship is freedom. Working the additional hours started to cut into my personal time. And at the end of it all, the client stopped checking in with me and ghosted me. I immediately got into my head about it and I started to blame myself. I was like, what am I doing wrong? I did everything right. I did everything that they requested and I went above and beyond. But why am I the one that's being ghosted? I started to have a disdain for the check-in process and for the business as a whole. What I learned from this was if I wanted to avoid burnout and resentment and have my clients respect me and create a high value coaching experience, I need to set some solid boundaries. The first boundary I set was the communication boundary. The problem that I faced was clients were texting me all the time, all throughout the day and night. And I thought that because I charged them this high ticket coaching program, I had to give them this pseudo concierge experience. But what I really needed to do was to set clear response times. You see, I didn't treat my business like a business. I didn't have a start time and an end time, nor a time as to how long it would take me to get back to clients after they messaged me. So I began to look at my work week in my calendar to see when the best time would be so that I could get back to my clients. And that's when I remembered my schedule as a personal trainer. I worked from 6 to 10, took a break, and then again from 1 to 7, Monday through Friday, and 9 to 12 on Saturday. So I just kept my working hours for my online business the same. And as far as response times, I set a rule for myself that all clients would be responded to within 2 hours during my working hours. Doing this alone gave me so much structure to my work starts and stop times. It also relieved the pressure for me getting back to my clients after hours because they know when they wake up, they'll have a detailed, thorough response in the morning. For the clients that messaged me on social media or Instagram that asked a fitness related question, I just simply asked them to ask me this same question inside of our training app, and I'll answer it there. This communicated clear boundaries of where I wanted the work conversation to take place. If they're responding to my lifestyle or when I'm out and about, that's totally different. And I actually appreciate when my clients are a part of my life and they usually blow up my head with a few likes and comments when I'm looking fly or I'm going out or just randomly engaging with my content. That's perfectly fine. In addition to office hours, I also created a system for the check-in process and any additional questions. Every week, a link automatically got sent to every single one of my clients as a reminder for them to do their check-ins. The rule I put into place was to reply back to all check-ins on Monday. And if there was ever a time that a client sent in their check-in after Monday, then I would get back to it on Thursday, which was my late check-in day for any clients that missed Monday. When you set rules and systems like this in your business, they become the expectations for your clients to meet or exceed. Your clients now know how to play by your rules, and if they don't, they are not meeting or exceeding the expectations of your coaching program. Boundary number 2. Payments and refunds. The next boundary that was a must for me to set was my payment and refund boundaries. As a coach, I would give my clients a 72-hour refund policy. That gave them more than enough time to look over the program, go grocery shopping, go through our onboarding process, test out the app, test out the workout program, and ask any questions if needed. I also didn't offer a full refund, only a partial one, because I had to do the work with creating their nutrition plan and building their workout plan. And that usually took an hour and a half of my time. So I also put a $125 clause in my contract for a setup fee. So if a client paid $500 for a program and they requested a refund, they would get $375 back. And that was all in the contract, and the client agreed to this process. This was my setup fee. And I put this in place as a protection mechanism for myself. Just in case if a client needs a refund, I'll give them their money back. But at the same time, I don't want to lose out on the hours that I spent creating that program for that client. As far as clients wanting to pause their programs and put their program on hold for a little bit, first off, a good rule of thumb is to seek to understand why they would want or need to pause their program in the first place. It could be one of three reasons: finances, the client met their goal, or it's because of you. If it's finances, what I've learned is that everyone goes through hard times, and hard times are seasonal. They come and go just like winter does every year. To show empathy to my clients if they needed to pause, I always ask them if a complimentary 30 days to pause the program would be helpful. If it was, then I would just pause the program for 30 days and then reactivate it afterwards. If 30 days wasn't enough, I would follow up by asking if splitting up the payments could be helpful, or even reducing the payments, but lengthening the time that they have to pay by. Here's the thing. If a client is already in your coaching program, chances are they paid a couple of months already. They just need a little bit of help at the moment. They're just in their winter season, and it's better not to lose a client than to drop a client because they can't make a payment, especially if that client was a hardworking client and you enjoyed working with them. Now, if the client met their goal and they want to put the payments on pause for a little bit, well, that's also perfectly fine too. The whole goal of your coaching program is to be able to provide the clients with the tools, the skills, and the knowledge that they need to have success on their own. What I found in my business is that the clients who put their payments on pause and they met their goal, they usually circle back in the future because they like my coaching, my accountability, and the community that we offered. Not to mention, they also felt safe in our community and they wanted to stick around. So I started to get clients that lasted for a lifetime. Now, if your clients want to pause the program because of you, you should take this as a learning experience and as an opportunity to become a better coach. This may be painful to hear coming from your clients, but at the end of it, their feedback to you is optimization data. Optimization data is exactly what it sounds like. It's an opportunity to optimize your program based off of the data you just collected from the feedback from your clients. Maybe it was your delivery of your coaching program, or the client didn't see the value in your offer. That's going to be up to you to figure out what it was so that you can get better and figure out where the disconnect is and become a better person and a coach. Boundary number 3. Workouts and nutrition adjustments. The problem was clients were wanting new meal plans or workout plans every week because they were bored. The first thing I did was set up an app like Trainerize so that the client can generate a new source of meals as much as they wanted. The second thing I did was educate our clients on what really matters the most when it comes to building muscle and burning fat. What we teach is that your calories and your macros are the key performing indicators for weight loss and muscle gain. Now, I can already hear you all talking about, well, what about the food source? Well, food source doesn't hold that much weight when we're actually talking about losing weight. What matters is your calories in versus calories out. My goal, first and foremost, is to educate my clients on the plan, why it's set up the way it is, and how to make success easier for them so that they hit goal, have an awesome experience with our program, and refer all their friends and family to me. That's the point. Free clients and our clients get results. So we're helping people and we're making money. Goal achieved. Boundary number 4, coaching versus therapy. Let's get one thing straight. Coaching is not therapy. You are not a therapist. You are not their emotional crutch. Your job is to guide, not heal, to strategize, not to save. If a client starts pouring their entire life's trauma into your DMs, you need to draw the line and draw it fast. At the end of the day, your job is to help people get stronger, get leaner, and become more confident, not to be their emotional safety net. Boundaries aren't just for them, they're for you. The best practice here is if a client is talking about something outside of your expertise, the request would be for them to seek professional help because you are not the expert in that area of topic. Then it's up to you if you want to continue to listen to them yap on and or bring the conversation back to the present moment, here in the now, and motivate them on their next set. I'm not gonna lie, it is a balancing act, but the coaches that do it right create the right client relationships and friendships for life. Boundary number 5, results and accountability. You're a coach, not a magician. The problem is that clients will start blaming you when they don't follow the plan. Have you ever had a client ghost you, then come back weeks later mad that they aren't seeing results? Meanwhile, you check their progress tracker and surprise, surprise, they skipped half their workouts, ignored their macros, and forgot to check in. And now somehow that's all your fault. No, not today. Here's how you shut this down before it even starts. From day one, make it crystal clear that you are responsible for the plan. They are responsible for the effort. You don't give them results, you guide them toward them. And the way you do that is progress tracking, check-ins, and hard proof, because numbers don't lie and neither do missed workouts. So here's how you're going to fix it. Make it clear that they're responsible for their effort. Use progress tracking apps and check-ins to keep them accountable. And think about this as an opportunity for you to empower them because they are in direct control over their results. Boundaries aren't about being mean, they're about respect. When you set clear expectations from the start, your clients take you and their results more seriously. Boundaries aren't about control, they're about clarity. When you let clients overstep, when you take on their excuses, when you blur the lines between coach and therapist, you don't just lose respect, you lose power. But when you set the standard, when you make it clear that their results are their responsibility, that's when you create real transformations, not just in their bodies, but in how they move, how they think, and how they show up in their own lives. And that is what a true coach does. If you want to be respected, you want to be the coach clients listen to, then start acting like one. Draw the line, set the standard, hold them accountable, and watch how fast everything changes. Because in this game, the ones who lead win. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you got any value from it, please be sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in getting our personal help with setting up your coaching business, please feel free to click the link beneath this video and then check out the video that's on the next page to learn all about our mentorship program, the Fit Boss Blueprint. Once again, click the link below to get our help. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Peace.